We are in a 30-day encouragement challenge, reaching out to at least one person a day and finding ways to encourage them with words of affirmation, just words of encouragement, maybe gifts, whatever we can do to come alongside someone and let them know we're for them, we believe in them, and we're encouraging them. We believe the world can be a very dark place, very discouraging place, but we are the change agents. We are the change. We're changing the world by at least doing our part of encouraging someone, being that positive person, giving words of life. God wants to use you in this area. So I want you to think about this, that raised hands is part of a biblical prayer. Moses in Exodus chapter 9, here's what he said. He says, this hailstorm that's going on in the world right now, I'm going to lift my hands to the Lord, and God is going to stop this hailstorm, and you're going to know that God is the God of this earth, that He is ultimately in charge. And Moses did that. He raised his hands, prayed to God, and the hailstorm stopped. Moses understood that raised hands was part of biblical prayer, but he also knew that raised hands win battles. Raised hands win battles. You know what you're doing? When you encourage someone, you're helping them to keep their hands up. Exodus chapter 17, it was Joshua and this army was fighting this battle. And the people were watching Moses on top of the mountain, standing over them, raising his hands while they were fighting, and he was lifting his hands in prayer toward God. And here's what happened. When Moses' hands got tired, his hands were beginning to be lowered. They were losing the battle. So it was Aaron and Hur that noticed this, that every time Moses had his hands up and kept his hands up, they were winning. Listen, their success was contingent upon Moses keeping his hands lifted in prayer to God. They saw it and they went alongside. Aaron and Hur got on each side of his hands and lifted his arms back to the Lord. And then they began to win the battle. And ultimately they won the battle. It's so strange, so weird that God would use this as a symbol of strength, a symbol of prayer, and a symbol of encouragement. Here's what I'm telling you. Raised hands win battles. Listen, somebody around you needs their hands lifted. Your success, your victories are probably going to be based on whose hands are you lifting. I'm telling you, God is a God of connection and a God of relationship, and you are assigned to somebody to raise their hands, and in turn, God is going to give you victory as well. You're going to reap some of this benefit, but you've got to live in a world that is selfish and self-centered. We can't live that way. We've got to say, we can't be just powering through life trying to get our own victories. We've got to look at the people around us and say, who has God assigned me to come alongside them and lift their hands? Whose hands are you lifting today? Somebody needs their hands. Raised hands win battles. Raised hand, don't ever forget it. God has assigned to you to lift someone's hands today. And in turn, not only are you going to be excited and happy for them to gain victory, but you in turn, God's going to bless you as well. So find somebody, find someone, and lift their hands. Encourage them.